Okay, I have to respond to Mr. Marco Trump. Guess who he votes for? All right. You love to make up stories for the people that don't follow the facts. Nice try with a cute little clown emoji. Well, Marco Polo, guess what? That sound, Marco Polo, that's your brain cells trying to contact each other. Just so you know, it's not the voices in your head. They're actually trying to find each other. There's a lot of room up there. Anyway, when you're talking about facts, that comes from paying attention to things like evidence when you're talking about trials, when you're talking about things people do. And you're following somebody and you're going after people online. And I've seen other comments that you've made, not only on my content, but other people's content. And your primary goal is ignoring things that Donald Trump does right in front of your eyes. And I don't know if it's a mental capacity thing or if it's something that you really just have a problem saying this is actually him. Maybe you think it's all AI or wait a second. You know how you guys think JFK Jr. is going to be his vice president and he faked his death just to piss off the ghost of his father and the rest of his family to support somebody that he always hated through his whole life? Yeah, I think that he's running this secret AI Clinton, Biden, Obama conspiracy that actually uses the basement of the pizza place where they usually deal, kids for trafficking. That one, they cleared it out because this is a much, much more important plan. So I think what they're doing is they're in charge of all these fake simulated, Donald Trump moments, like when he's on a stage and he talks about how, there was an insurrection on January 6th, but don't blame him for the insurrection. You blame Nancy Pelosi just coincidentally at the same exact moment in time that his lawyers are in front of the Supreme Court saying that there's no insurrection. There was never any insurrection. That's not really Donald Trump. I think that's one of those lizard people you guys were talking about. Donald Trump actually has been taken away. He's out of the picture. So all these stupid things that this guy that looks and acts and smells just like him is doing is actually an alien or a robot that is under Hillary Clinton's control. That's what I think it is. I mean, tell me I'm wrong because, he says so much crazy stuff. I mean, the windmills drive the whales crazy and they beach themselves 3 times a week, and this is the wettest water in history. And it's like big water because there's like an island out there that needs 5-year-old expired Trump water bottles. So, and paper towels, of course. Yeah. And, if you drink Lysol, that's what happened to you. You drank Lysol. You got COVID because you didn't get a vaccine. And you drank Lysol to get rid of it. Is that what explains this whole response mentality thing that you have going on? Because I'm really trying to figure it out. But the only logical explanation I can think of with a stable genius like Trump who graduated with a stolen C average, an A average, from Wharton Business School that, he got in from a scholarship that his dad paid $2 million for, just to go to the school. And, he's so it's got to be someone pretending to be him. It's got to be part of that conspiracy. The only thing I can think of is that JFK has the lizard people pretending to be him. The only problem is they don't have any lizards that go past 215 pounds, 6'4". And they needed a bigger one. Oh wait, no, that's Jason Momoa and Donald Trump. That's right, that's the body type there. Anyway, yeah, so maybe that's why they found that lizard that was able to transform into such a full-bodied human being of a man. But let's just think about it. That's got to be it, because the stuff he says in those rallies is so crazy, like not like delusional, like he's an old man. I mean, like we're talking late stage syphilis crazy. But that can't be the real Donald Trump because he's a genius. And people like he's a genius. So all the stuff that he does on camera that admits all the things that he denied 6 months ago that you still fight that never happened, even after he admits it and keeps admitting it over and over and over again, that's the imposter, right? That's not Donald Trump, because he told you he never slept with Stormy Daniels. He told you he never slept with the playmate. He told you that Mexico was going to pay for the damn wall. He also told you there was an infrastructure bill, there's health care, there's what else? Oh, the immigration. Yeah. And so the guy saying that he doesn't want the border secure because he wants a bigger immigration problem. The guy that spent $20,000 to rent a auto shop that wasn't a union shop just to pretend he could have a union shop, and paid people to hold up signs saying auto workers for Trump. That wasn't really Donald Trump. That was the imposter that did that just to make Donald Trump look bad. Actually, he's kidnapped, tied to a chair between two 13-year-old blondes, because that's what he likes the most. Got to give him the man what he wants. He's a celebrity, right? You can't mistreat DJT, yo. So he's tied to that chair in the basement in Philadelphia of the pizza place owned by Hillary Clinton. And standing over him is JFK Jr. discussing plans on how they're going to escape. That's what's going on. Dude, thank you so much for shedding light on the reality of Donald Trump's world, because, I had thought someone who spent his entire life not paying subcontractors, putting small businesses out of business, like his entire freaking life, someone who defrauded banks just to get loans, someone who lied to the Forbes 100 richest people list and had this guy. He had this employee. Oh my God, you probably know him. His name's John Barron. Yeah, he would call in the 80s, like Fortune magazine and stuff, and negotiate and talk about how awesome Donald Trump is and how perfect he is. And I mean, you have to know him. It's a small world of people who believe he's that perfect. So this John Barron guy would call, and you know what? They even have tapes of him, because real journalists record their sources so they don't get anything wrong. They have tapes of him, and it sounds just like Donald Trump. It's amazing. It's amazing. All these coincidences. But yeah, he's a brilliant businessman with 90% bankruptcy rate, up against a wartime prosecutor with a 97% conviction rate. And the only way he's going to get out of these federal trials, because he's not getting out of the state ones, and the ones that are on the books is not all that's going to be there. The only way he's going to get out of those federal trials is by scamming, is by having his Republicans pardon him, because he's guilty as hell. If you knew how to read, I'd encourage you to read the indictments and the evidence, the actual evidence. I know evidence is evidence. That's 3 syllables. That's over the MAGA comprehension line. But I really, really, really hope you grab your closest Democrat or liberal and have them read you the big words, because all of the facts and all of the evidence are right in front of you. All you have to do is be smart enough to look at them. And that's not something you guys do, because learning hurts your heads. That's why he loves the uneducated. You need to understand he does this on purpose. And he does it because he knows no matter what this billionaire, self-made billionaire that never needed money for his campaigns does, besides taking money from you and all of your friends, because he's a billionaire. And he needs all these legal fees paid and his living expenses and $2.5 million for his private jet, just for 1 year, came out of your pocket. Because I know you're buying those little cards and you're donating all this stuff. MAGA, baby. Congratulations. Congratulations. One day, you're going to step back and go, wow, I'm an idiot. Trust me. Marco, Trump, it's going to happen. So peace out, Cub Scout. This next couple of months is going to be so much fun for people like you. And just remember, shake it off.